Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the AEW Battle for the Belts review for the 8th of January 2022. Short show, which is something I prefer because what's the point of having really long shows, especially when they're just filler stuff, as it were, which is what this AEW show turned out to be. And it's kind of like one of those things where I support AEW unabashedly, very proud of them as a promotion, but at the same time, supporting them doesn't mean they need this much content. We go to Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross on the call. David Crockett is at ringside to present the championship to the winner. Interim TNT Championship, Sammy Guevara defeating Dustin Rhodes with Arn Anderson. Crowd is into this one, but this is the first time Dustin's age does kind of catch up to him in this. Takes a while for an advantage to be gained. Both guys are pretty even early. They jockey for position, tried to display a little bit of mind games. Guevara takes control with a roll up and hits drop kick, sending Dustin to the floor. Guevara taunts Anderson at ringside, leading to Dustin ramming Guevara's knee into the steel steps. Dustin then hits a straight pile driver on the floor, allowing him to maintain the advantage through the commercial break. Not a fan of this because why is a guy getting nailed into the floor? Considered within the rules. Back in the ring, Guevara attempts a comeback and gets cut off with a snap power slam from Dustin. Lands 10 punches in the corner, but Guevara counters and monkey flips and downs Dustin with a clothesline after Dustin regroups. And with Anderson, Guevara then takes him out with a double springboard flip dive. He then tries to follow up and a springboard cutter, but Dustin reversed and hits Crossroads for a near fall. Dustin hits Code Red for another near fall. He then goes up to the top, but Guevara stopped before he could climb and turned into the go to hospital for a near fall. Fuego del Sol comes out underneath the ring and sets up a table. Anderson chases him off. Guevara then tried the Spanish Fly, tries to get him through the table. Dustin reverses, hits a destroyer off the apron, through the table, and then brings Guevara into the ring and covers for a near fall. After Guevara kicks out, Dustin hits two Crossroads, teases Tiger Driver, but Guevara escapes. Dustin then nails a kick and a quick cradle exchange, and Sammy comes out on the advantage of that, gets the interim TNT title. I don't like the interim title thing, especially when Cody's probably going to be back in a month or less. Anyway, after the match, David Crockett presents the title to presents the title to Sammy Guevara. Daniel Garcia enters the ring and slaps Guevara before they brawl, forcing officials to separate them. Guevara challenges Garcia to a championship match on Dynamite. What a waste of time, just putting young guys out there to do flippy floppies with no real story. FTW Championship, Ricky Starks is the FTW champion with Firehouse Hobbs, defeating Matt Sydal. Sydal hits a standing twisting moonsault and rolls Starks up for near fall. Hobbs runs interference outside on the floor, allowing Starks to take control during the break. Once back, Sydal then starts comeback and sliding knee. They jockey for position. Up top, Starks then goes for the Rochambeau. Sydal turns it into a top rope Frankensteiner and a Michinoku driver for a lightning spiral. After Meteora, Sydal covers Starks, puts foot under the ropes. Starks then comes back with a spear, and then Rochambeau for the win. At least the right guy won. Sydal's a guy they signed when they didn't have as many options, and it really didn't pay off in the long run, as best I can tell. After the match, Starks and Hobbs beat down Sydal. Lee Moriarty runs out, tries to make the save, but gets dropped by a right hand from Hobbs. Dante Martin runs out and gets facing off against Hobbs, and then he drop kicks Hobbs out of the ring. Team Taz retreated to the ramp, and then we go to the main event of the program, which is AEW Women's Championship. Dr. Britt Baker with Rebel and Jamie Hayter defeating Riho. Thankfully, the right person won here. If Riho had won, I think I would have cried. Riho is a failed experiment with the American audience, and it's just not there. Anyway, so um, immediate interference from Rebel and Hater, allowing Baker to take control. Rio gives a little bit of separation, goes for diving crossbody, but Baker moves out of the way. Rio dives onto Hater instead. Hater and Baker then set up a table. Rio remains on attack, waiting for it to be set up. This looked goofy. Back in the ring, Baker regains control with stomps, and through a commercial break, Rio comes back with a double stomp for near fall, follows up with a tiaras and rising knee, tiger fake kick, and a couple more. Rio then locks on the bridging single leg crab, forcing Baker to fight to the ropes to force a break. Rio then sets up top rope double stomp, but Rebel takes that Baker avoids a second attempt and hits an air raid crash for 2, and then goes to lockjaw, but Rio avoids it and slaps her across the face. Baker then countered Dragon Suplex into another lockjaw attempt. Rio reached the ropes, and more and more interference allows Baker to finally get the lockjaw on. Rio rolls through. Baker then gets rolled up. Baker hits a curve stomp for a near fall. Hater brings the belt into the ring, and then the officials ejected Rebel as they sold board discord between Baker and Hater. Rio uses the distraction at Northern Light Suplex for near fall. Baker counters and hits an up kick, hits another curve stomp, and then locks on the lockjaw for the win. Honestly, for Saturday night, if this was supposed to be like a Saturday night's main event, it fell flat and honestly didn't need to be here, but it is what it is, and we'll be back with more right after this.